Hi everyone, I'm Lucy Lee, a logistic cost representative from Utah. Welcome back to Logistic Unbox. We are having a Ministry of Transport, Ms. Lim, Aviation Expert, Ms. Ma, Maritime Expert, Ms. Jessica, and Road Transport Expert, Ms. Day with us today. Thank you for your willingness and time to have your sharing in this talk show. So let me start off with some short introductions on different modes of transport that we will cover today. International transport is essential for facilitating global trade and economic interconnectivity, including air cargo transport, road transport, and maritime transport to ensure the efficient movement of goods and passengers across borders. Air cargo transport is the faster way for movement goods internationally. It is particularly ideal for transporting high-value, time-sensitive, or perishable items, including electronic, pharmaceutical, and luxury goods. Air cargo transport is higher cost than other transport methods, but it is widely used for products that requires expedited shipping. Well, for road transport, especially via lorries, commonly used for cross-border transportation within regions and provide last-mile delivery services in the global supply chain. Road transport is flexible and can handle a wide variety of goods, including refrigerated and hazardous material. Its ability to deliver goods directly to their destination make it an efficient link in the transport chain. Maritime transport is the most cost-effective way for shipping large quantities of goods over long distances, especially road commodity and containerized goods. The high capacity of ship allows it to carry a large amount of cargo, making maritime transport highly efficient for global trade. However, it seems like international transport will not always operate smoothly. There are certain limitations that will affect their performance. So, Ms. Lim, could you share with us about the current issue of international export?
Sure, as we navigate through a globalized economy, our transport system efficiency and smooth operation are more critical than ever. Let's start by discussing the key issue impacting international transport. Our first major concern is port congestion. Many of the world major ports are facing severe congestion due to the high volume of shipment and operational inefficiency. This congestion led to the extended wait time for ship, delay in supply chain, and increased the cost for business. Next, we are grappling with labor shortage in the transportation sector. There is a significant shortage of skilled workers, including truck driver, dock worker, and logistic personnel. This shortage undermines the efficiency and reliability of our supply chain, causing further delay and driving up operational expenses. Finally, let's address this issue of capacity constraint. The growing demand for transporting goods worldwide is outstripping the available capacity of ship, container, and cargo space. This scarcity has led to increased shipping costs, prolonged delivery time, and backlog at major ports globally.
Among all of the issues you have stated, it seems like the capacity issue is quite serious and it's happened frequently nowadays. Could you explain more about it?
Indeed, let me break down what's capacity constraint and how they affect the movement of goods and people across borders. Capacity constraint refer to the limit and bottleneck that's hidden the smooth and efficient flow of goods and people between the country. This limitation can arise from various factors, creating challenge for international trade and travel. Firstly, inadequate infrastructure play a significant role in this constraint. Imagine two port, airport, and road that are not equipped to handle the volume of traffic that they receive. This lack of sufficient infrastructure can slow down the operation, causing delay and increasing the cost. Secondly, there is the issue of equipment shortage. There are about ship, planes, and trucks. There are essential vehicles that transport goods internationally. When there are not enough of this vehicle available, it can lead to further delay in shipment and higher transportation costs for business. Lastly, regulatory and geopolitical factors also contribute to capacity constraint. Borders control, trade policy, and geopolitical tension between countries can impose the restriction on international transport. This further adds complexity to the process, affecting reliability and predictability in global supply chain.
Thank you, Ms. Lim. Seems like capacity constraint is the main issue that we are facing today. So, Ms. Ma, regarding these capacity constraints, how do you predict this as a challenge is in the aviation sector?
There's a few challenges on this, so I will begin with globalization. As more companies operate across different countries nowadays, the demand for air freight capacity is increasing significantly due to the rising demand on e-commerce. Air cargo offers the quickest mode of transport, and that's why it is a preferred choice for e-commerce businesses aiming to meet customer expectations for rapid deliveries. Normally, the industry would face capacity issues during peak shopping seasons such as 11/11, Shopee Payday, as during that time the demand for air cargo spiked. There is a severe competition for available space on outgoing flights from China and Hong Kong to important destinations like the US and Europe, because the rise in air freight capacity has not kept up with the surge in demand. Because of this, logistic companies are facing capacity issues, and some have issued warnings about sold-out obligations for the balance of the year. Due to space constraints, cargo forwarders are finding it more and more difficult to get reliable capacity for their shipments, which create logistical difficulties in an already intricate world of international trade, and some carriers are unable to meet the transit times and pricing requirements that were agreed upon in contracts with clients. Another thing is about the flight restrictions, as we have a lot of regulations on aviation, such as the environmental regulations. The aviation sector has long been subject to tight emissions requirements and other constraints, such as noise pollution limits. As these restrictions expand and become more comprehensive, shippers' access to air cargo space may suffer if carriers are compelled to downsize their fleets or serve routes owing to cost constraints. Some of them have taken this initiative to reduce the trips using aircraft in order to reduce carbon emissions. Airport authorities have rigorous standards for quieter takeoff and landings, which immediately reduce the flight's air freight capacity. In addition, different law regulations from different countries will also affect the air cargo capacity. While for the economic condition, we need to consider the volatile fuel price. As we all know, the fuel price for airplanes is extremely high, so this will also be one of the challenges that limit the number of air cargo transport. As businesses, they seek for a low operating cost, so to cut down their costs, many of them choose to cut down the flights, which subsequently lead to capacity constraints of air cargo.
It seems so serious. Any recommendations on this air freight capacity issue?
Yes, we have to leverage flexible scheduling options. Some airlines are using new aircraft types with more cargo capacity than ever before, counting on fundamental information such as consignment data and goods readiness for collection as soon as feasible allows decision makers to efficiently organize their shipments. This allows them to optimize their flight schedules, increase resource allocation, and maximize air freight capacity utilization. An effective technique may involve increasing communication frequency so that airlines may adapt their capacity offerings to match changing demands. Another one will be building relationships with other air cargo service providers, as they have the mutual goals which are to create added value and fast delivery for their customers. Whenever there is a sudden capacity issue, different air cargo service providers can partner up to help to optimize demand coverage. Working with other cargo forwarders who have built ties with airlines, they will have some logistical agreements that may give firms with preferential booking arrangements and priority space allocations, allowing them to better negotiate capacity constraints in the changing air freight sector. And technology advancement is also another recommendation from me. Technological improvements enable more efficient delivery of commodities by air. Shippers and forwarders may optimize their air freight choices using automated tracking systems, sophisticated algorithms, and AI-driven predictive analytics. Automation, sensor integration, data analytics, artificial intelligence, and other technical advancements have enhanced productivity in this sector, assisting in overcoming capacity shortages caused by growing demand. As by using the automation, we can predict the demand and arrange wisely the trips and aircraft needed. Machine learning models are being used across a variety of operations, from projecting shipping numbers to reviewing route performance, allowing businesses to optimize their networks and respond quickly when unforeseen occurrences occur during peak hours. And the use of drones and other unmanned aerial vehicles to move commodities has risen and directly improved air freight capacity.
Thank you, Ms. Ma, for your sharing. How about for the maritime sector, Ms. Jessica? What capacity challenges occur in maritime transport?
Okay, so when we talk about the capacity constraint in maritime transport, several key issues come to mind. One major challenge is the lack of capacity to handle the growing volume of the container traffic, which often leads to the congestion. For example, in year 2021, the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach experienced significant delays, with ships waiting offshore for weeks due to its congestion. So another issue is the vessel availability. So during the busy periods like the holiday season, a surge in demand can outstrip the number of available ships. This mismatch often results in the delays and also higher shipping costs. So a prime example is the year 2021 global shipping crisis, where demands for goods far exceeded the number of vessels, causing a major disruption in the global trade. Another significant challenge is the labor shortages, which can drastically affect the port operations. When there are strikes or slowdowns, it can seriously affect how much cargo a port can handle. For example, the 2022 dock worker strike at the port of Montreal caused major delays and disrupted the flow of goods. This made the existing capacity issues even worse, slowing down the entire supply chain.
Any recommendation on this maritime capacity issue?
Yes, sure. So to tackle the capacity issues, expanding the port facility is the key. This means adding more berth, cranes, and automated systems to handle the increased cargo. Operating technology like the Port Singapore has done can also help things run smoothly and reduce the delays. And also, increasing the business supply is another important step. The shipping company should build larger ships to handle more cargo, similar to how the Harbour Road Harbour Express has improved efficiency. So like I think smaller feeder ship can also help to distribute the cargo more effectively. And also importing transport link is crucial as well. Like enhancing the rails and road connection between the ports can ease the congestion. For example, creating integrated transport hubs like Germany's logistic village can greatly boost the connectivity and streamline the cargo movement. So by implementing these strategies, we can address the capacity constraints and make the maritime transport more efficient.
Thank you, Ms. Tejika, for your sharing. How about for the road transport sector, Ms. Tay? What capacity challenges occur in road transport?
Okay, currently the road transportation capacity constraint involves infrastructure, regulation, and environmental issue. First thing first, all countries are facing different levels of inequality between road capacity and traffic volume. This leads to an increased number of cities worldwide experiencing traffic congestion, whereby travel time and fuel consumption increase, which cause delay and increased transportation costs. Other than that, the road condition limit the capacity of road transportation, especially in relatively poor countries. So let me share a video about this. You can see that the vehicle carrying goods drop into a hole or drop from the bridge when the bridge is unable to bear the weight of the entire vehicle. Even the vehicle did not exceed the weight set by the country authority. Other than that, different countries have different regulations. It can be the regulation limit on driving hour, weight, and height of the vehicle. Sometimes there will be a specific vehicle accessory requirement. As an example, there will be the limitation on the vehicle's travel. Singapore's authority banned the travel of vehicle with a maximum landed weight of more than 3,500 kg between 12 to 6 in the morning, which means that the operation will be paused at the time. However, Malaysian authority only banned vehicle with a weight that exceeds 7,500 kg on a certain main road during peak hour, which are between 6:30 to 9:30 in the morning and 4:30 to 7:30 at night, which means that the operation is still available. The only thing is to avoid using the main road. Additionally, capacity constraints happen on road transportation because of the carbon emission from traditional truck. With the increasing demand of e-commerce nowadays, we can clearly see that there's a lot of carrier on the road every day. As one of the government incentives in reducing carbon emission, some of the delivery trips on the road have been limited. Therefore, it poses a challenge for transporter on the constraint of capacity.
It seems so serious. Any recommendation on this road transport capacity issue?
To address the challenge, proper road optimization is the most important. Plan the most effective road by analyzing a variety of criteria such as vehicle capacity, delivery window, and route condition. Investment in advanced technology may help in a more accurate and advanced plan for transportation. However, it might not be available for certain operators due to the high investment cost. Another one is cooperation with authority. This will facilitate the infrastructure investment by getting the permit or suggesting the authority to build the required infrastructure. The authority will be the one most knowledgeable about the activities such as route maintenance and new regulation proposed in the nation. Therefore, cooperation with authority also allow for real-time information access, which allow the transporter to avoid breach of regulation and traffic congestion. The last is investment in electric truck, which is the most valuable and difficult action. This investment requires a long-term plan. With this investment, along with government subsidy, if any, the transporter will gradually switch to electric truck that are better at distributing load, consume less fuel, and adhere to local weight and height restriction. Additionally, it can also reduce the carbon emission from traditional truck. Therefore, here are my recommendations on the road transportation capacity constraint.
Thank you, Ms. Tay, for your sharing. I think I'm quite clear on the capacity constraint issue on different mode of transportation now. Since some recommendations have been given, especially on automation investment, what are the future trends you predict, Ms. Lim?
Okay, the future of international transportation is where innovation meets sustainability and shape our global mobility. First off, electrification and sustainable fuel are revolutionizing how we travel. Electric vehicles are becoming more prevalent, and sustainable fuels like hydrogen and biofuel are paving the way for a greener planet. These advancements are crucial in reducing our carbon footprint and fighting climate change. Next, autonomous vehicles and smart logistics are transforming the industry with AI-driven With AI-driven solution and self-driving technology, we are seeing a significant boost in efficiency and safety. This innovation promises to make our routes safer and our supply chain more responsive. Finally, multimodal connectivity and infrastructure investment are enhancing global integration by seamlessly connecting different modes of transport and investing in cutting-edge infrastructure. We are making international travel and trade more efficiency than ever before. The future of international transport is here, and we are continuing to innovate and move toward a more sustainable and efficient world.
Thank you, Ms. Lim, for the ending of our topic today. Once again, thank you everyone for your time and share a wonderful sharing. I think we have gained a lot from here. So we will see you in the next episode of Logistics Unboxed. Bye.